Hi there guys, this is Benjamin here from Singapore and welcome back to my channel. Now if you are new to my channel, let me explain what exactly I do. So every week I will upload videos pertaining to making money online, especially using strategies such as affiliate marketing, email marketing, social media marketing, so on and so forth. So if this is something of interest to you, do consider subscribing to this channel, turn on your notification bell so that you will receive a very first notice whenever I upload videos like this for you. So today's video's topic is talking about landing page using System.io. So when we design a landing page, end of the day, the whole objective is to collect information from our traffic. Alright, and System.io is just a perfect tool for you to use. And down here in the description box, if you have not already done so, please create a free account using System.io. Alright, so the link is in the description box, like what I mentioned. Alright, so let's head on to my computer. Now, when you actually create a landing page, right, like what I mentioned, the idea is to collect information from your traffic, and all this information must be stored into a certain tag within System.io. Alright, tag. So first thing we need to do before we even design the landing page is to create a tag. So first and foremost, you can go to System.io under context, click on tags, and over here, click on the create button, and I will say this is a test. Okay, or rather I'll just put it as YouTube sample. Okay, save it. So your tag has already been created, as simple as that, correct? Now the next step, of course, is to go on the funnels, hit on the create button, name your funnel anything. All right, don't worry, your prospect is not going to see this. You can always change the funnel name along the way. I'm going to call it again YouTube sample. Okay, the funnel domain will be the email address that you initially sign up with as a subdomain of System.io. Okay, so our objective is to build an audience. Under currency, you can leave it as Euro, but usually out of my own habit, I usually put it to United States dollar. Okay, click on save. So now YouTube sample, the funnel has been created. Let's go ahead with the design. So click on YouTube sample. Now you see that there are two pages that's auto-populated by System.io. One is the squeeze page, the other one is this thing called the thank you page. So the objective of today's video is to talk about landing page, and in our objective here is basically mainly in terms of the squeeze page. Alright, so under squeeze page you see that there's a lot of templates that System has already provided for us. Okay, now usually for my case, if I'm running solo as traffic, alright, based on my previous videos that you can go back to my channel and watch them, I usually like to create very simple landing pages. I do not want to confuse my traffic by asking them to fill up so many information, look at so many data. By the time they finish reading the whole page, they'll be sick of it and they'll log out already. Then that's not what I want, right? So let me scroll down and find something that is simple. Simple. Let me see. Okay, this one looks simple enough. But usually this one we use it for, okay, never mind. Let me choose another one. That page usually I use it for my affiliate page. Okay, let's use this one. All right, so you can click the preview button and check. So this is how it's going to look like. Okay, the general outlook. Of course, there's a lot of things we are going to change here. All right, so we are going to select this template. So after you selected it, the URL path over here is, you see, the email address with as a subdomain of System.io. Now you can change the name over here and call it YouTube sample squeeze page. In case you have many funnel pages, you just want to differentiate which is which. All right. Now in terms of URL path, you can also change it. I will call it YouTube -sample. All right. Now just remember, if you're going to create two words, always put a hyphen in between the words. Then from here, click on this green color button to save the funnel step, so that we are going to log in this name as well as this URL. This URL will definitely be available because you are using your own email address as a subdomain, right? Okay, now, so let's head over to this pencil icon here to edit the page. Okay, so now we are in the main editor of the landing page builder within System.io. Alright, remember the preview just now? It looks exactly the same, see? Okay, so the very header portion, this is called a section, And within the section, you will have your, this is called a row, all right? The one in blue is called a row. And finally, the one in orange is all the different elements, all right? So always remember it's divided between section, followed by rows, followed by elements. All right, so within each row, you can decide how many columns you want, like 2 columns, whereby you see one column image, the other column will be text, so on and so forth. Or you can just create a single column, all right? Or you can create multiple columns if you want. Like for example, you want to put some testimonials, you can create 3 columns or even 4 columns a row, all right? So let's make things simple, okay? Now, the top page, or rather the top section on this whole menu bar here, I don't need it for my squeeze page, so I'm just going to delete it away. Now, so hover your mouse over until you see the green color section here. Then on the right you see this little bin, click on that. Okay, so the entire top portion has been deleted. So let's say we're in the make money online niche, so of course our squeeze page has to be something related to making money online, and not do you want your baby to sleep well at night, right? So I'm going to change this whole wording here. All right, just click on it. You will see this editing box coming out. All right, just delete whatever you don't want. Do you want your automated money making machine? Do you want, or rather, do you want to make money while you sleep? Okay, so this will be my heading. Now, of course, you can enlarge the text, you can enlarge the font, right? So let's say, for example, I want to make this bigger. Click on it, and on the left, you will see font size, the line height, the line spacing, even the text background color, you can change it, the margin, the padding, so on and so forth, and whether you want this to be on visible, just on desktop, or desktop and mobile, or mobile only, Imagine for a free account, you're getting so many features. Cool, right? So let's say you want to increase the font size, just pull it around. Okay, now you notice one thing is when I pull it so big, the sentences are like crammed together, correct? So here you can increase the line height, right? To increase it, I'm just showing you an example of how to use this line height. But of course, we're not going to make our subject line that big. Maybe something like this will do, right? Then increase the line height a little bit. All right, looks cool, right? Just this portion. Now again, we don't need this whole portion here. There's nothing to do with camera system. We are in the make money online niche, right? Okay, done. So I'm going to delete that away. Anytime you feel that, oh, I've made a mistake, so just go over here to undo the whole thing. See, it comes back again. All right, or you can redo it again, disappeared. Okay, we are going to keep this thing, and assuming this is not a webinar, again, you can change it, fill up the form below to learn how. Yep, that's it. All right, so when it comes to squeeze page, all right, you can choose to collect the information like their name, last name, physical address, so and so forth. But usually the only information that I will really collect will be just the email address. Okay, usually it will be just the email address. So I'll delete away this whole portion here. All right, let me delete them one by one because, okay, delete, again, delete. Okay, then go to the whole row, delete away the whole row. All right, just the email address, simple. Okay, so from here, click the submit button. All right, now all this portion below, I don't need everything, so I'm going to delete away the entire section. Delete, and delete. All right, so now you already have your very simple squeeze page out, just like this. Don't be surprised when you're running solo ads traffic, right? It's this kind of squeeze page that will give you a very high conversion rate. All right, I remember years back when I learned about this thing, I was very shocked because previously I was busily designing squeeze page, to make it look professional, but my conversion rate is like 15, 20, 25%. But when I use this kind of very simple looking squeeze page, the conversion rate shot up to 60, 70%. All right, so please use a very simple looking squeeze page if you are running solo ads traffic. Yeah, of course, if you are using website traffic, let's say you're running paid Google ads, paid Bing ads, paid Facebook ads, this kind of squeeze page won't do. You need something more. You need to provide more information. All right, so that's where all the different templates within system.io will help you a lot. Okay, So again, if you have not created this account, refer to the link, all right? Click on the link in the description box below to open up a free System.io account. If you'd like to know more about how I introduce the entire System.io platform, the pricing, the features, right? You can refer on top of this video, right? On my previous video, click on it and take a look. Okay, so now remember we created a tag just now, okay? So after they input the information, of course we want to send them somewhere, correct? So the first step you need to do is to make sure that when you created this button, all right, or rather this platform, this template, all right. So once you click on this button, all right, there will be on the left you see action when button clicked. Now always keep this as send form because you want to collect the information, right? What it means by send form is send the information to the tag within System.io. However, over here, do you want to redirect users after contact registration? Now, this will really depend on whether you have a thank you page after that, or is it after this squish page, you straight away bring them to your offer page. If you're bringing them to your thank you page, keep it as to the next step. If you're bringing them directly to the offer, then click over here and change it to a custom URL. And this is where the redirection URL, you're going to put in your affiliate link. Right? Simple as that. Do you want to enable double opt-in on this form? No. I never enable double opt-in. Right? It's going to reduce the potential list size, your potential email list size tremendously if you go for double opt-in. Unless you really know what you're doing, how to communicate with your prospects, so and so forth. But that's a whole different story altogether. Okay? So nothing here for you to change, if you want to change the button color, yes, yeah, here it is. All right, let's change it to maybe blue. Okay, looks better. All right, looks more pleasing to the eye. All right, so after that, click on Save Changes. So once you save the changes, you realize that the page doesn't load anything. How to go back again to your previous settings, right? Just click on this right arrow button. This is like exit door, right? Looks like exit door within System.io. All right, so now the whole squeeze page is already completed. Like what I said, if you're not going for any thank you pages, you can just go ahead and remove this funnel step for the thank you page, which I'm going to do it now. All right, so once you remove the funnel step, the only thing you have is a squeeze page. Simple, all right? Keep everything simple. Now, next, again, remember I mentioned that we created a tag just now, right, called YouTube sample. So click on automation rules here. Then click on add rules. Okay, over here, funnel step form subscribe. This is the one. So what I'm going to do now is to make sure that we are collecting all the information, all the email addresses of people who opted into our squeeze page into this tag called YouTube sample. All right. So now you see the whole list is empty. Okay, because I have not set up any action yet. So now click on add action. Okay, then add a tag. So over here, this is where it is, YouTube sample. Click on it, save the rule. Done. All right, less than 3-4 clicks. Okay, I think 3-4 clicks, and that's it. Okay, so that means to say, from now on, anybody who opt into this squeeze page, all right, the information is going to be collected under this tag called YouTube sample. Now, let's go back again to the squeeze page because I forgot to mention something to you guys. Go again to this edit page portion because this is desktop optimized, right? So how do you actually mobile optimize the whole thing? Very simple. On the bottom, you see this desktop view and this is the mobile view. So currently the mobile view looks sucky. Okay, it looks bad. So click on that. We're going to centralize the whole thing. The centralize is here. Okay, alignment. While you sleep. No. Let's reduce the font size a bit. Alright, so by reducing the font size over here, you see that there's a mobile icon, meaning to say whatever adjustments that you're going to do now to the font size will only affect the mobile view. That's the whole point of mobile optimization, right? Okay, so it's not going to affect your desktop view at all, don't worry. So now we're going to reduce it a bit. Just nice. Just nice. Everything is perfect. Everything is okay. Alright. Now I'm going to save again. So now your squeeze page has been both desktop and mobile optimized. All right, so exit again. So everything is done. So this will conclude today's video on how to create this landing page, or we call it a squeeze page, whereby you're going to run traffic Okay, perhaps via solo ads. Remember, like what I said, if you're running solo ads traffic, keep your squeeze page as simple as possible with a good enough attractive headline. All right. Now, so I'll see you in the next recording, whereby we're going to talk about how to link up your squeeze page with a bridge page if you want, all right? Which is something that we call it a thank you page, because just now we deleted that step, right? So I just want to keep the video short to focus on the squeeze page and how to link the content into your text within system.io. I'll see you around in my next recording, and take care.